ADAM22 is very upset, angry, pissed off. ADAM22 is very upset, angry, pissed off at BRICC Baby, and he just dropped a 14-minute video expressing the such.
Why you mad at BRICC Lady all of a sudden? I thought y'all was homies. Do your homework on Pedal 22 and BRICC Lady being homies. What's going on? What happened? How's y'all falling out? I'm confused. He gets locked up and all of a sudden you switching? Yeah, that tell you from the start, he wasn't with BRICC Lady. He wasn't BRICC Lady friend. Do your homework. He was just using BRICC Lady. Let's keep watching though.
He's upset at BRICC Baby because BRICC Baby released a video on his channel from prison where he essentially took some shots at Adam.
That's the one thing, man, I ain't fighting life. You know what I mean? It's gonna be over one day, you know what I mean?
That shit don't even matter, brother. Like, I wouldn't even want to spend a day up in that bitch. Like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Just spending the motherfucking day up in there is a long ass time. I'm keeping it made with you, like. That shit crazy though.
I wish that big old deal, man. It's the BRICC, man, where everybody laid up with their feet up out there vacationing, playing like they ain't got nothing for the kids, man. You already know we still keeping it strong. No, nothing for.
This call is from a federal prison.
Sometimes it be a mental test to see where hard at in his chest, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, they use you, abuse you.
I don't know how you wasn't seeing this when you was before you got locked up and shit. I don't know how you wasn't seeing this shit. You should have known he wasn't your homie. He wasn't your friend. Keep it a man with you. You think he gonna sit back and be on your side when you going through situations like this? No. He's nowhere to be found. He's a 404 page. Do your homework on a 404 page. He's nowhere to be found, bro. And whose fault is that? BRICC Ladies. That's why you gotta watch who you associate yourself with. Now you just sitting up in prison looking stupid right now. You looking dumb, bro. Or I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? Pedal 22 with the shits. He, you know what I'm saying? He with the rock. Nah, he ain't with the shits, bro. He ain't with all that, bro. So if the fans come and ask him anything, bro, he gonna get them that. Listen to your boy. He gonna get him that information, bro.
As soon as you get out the way, they act like they ain't worried about losing. You know what I mean?
MF's on vacation with their feet up, acting like they don't got nothing for you.
And it's like
MF will.
And it's like from Pedal 22 standpoint, it's like I get it because this is like, bro, like this like a business thing, bro, like, and that's what motherfuckers getting confused. Like, this a business thing, bro. Like, business is business. You know what I'm saying? Once you get locked up, nigga, I'm not finna keep sending you checks and this and that unless we cool, unless we homies for real, for real. Cause I'm telling y'all, that's how he thinking, that's how he moving, bro. Like, what type of money is you bringing in right now? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how he looking at that ass, bro. Like, you not bringing in no money. So why would he sit up there and hand you some bread when you ain't making them none? That's how he looking at that ass. I'm telling y'all, listen to your boy. That's how he see it at.
Lose you and throw you out the way, and as soon as you gone, they act like they ain't afraid to lose you. Oh, who could he be talking about? Well, obviously, ADAM22, the big 22-ster. And this ain't the first time.
AKA,
BRICC Baby,
AKA Pedal 22.
To No Jumper at some point and said that Adam ain't been picking up his phone calls. All right, Adam responded back claiming, no, his girlfriend was supposed to call Adam. She forgot, she dropped the ball, so it was actually on the girl and not Adam, but they fixed it and they spoke afterwards, but then this happened. Now, from my perspective, what BRICC Baby said is whatever. I don't even feel like Adam would be tripping too hard or what.
Flacco, man, like, I'm keeping a buck with you. You got to stop dick riding Adam, bro. You got to keep it real, because every time he in some BS, you always seeing that as like he ain't do nothing wrong or this and that. You got to stop dick riding, bro. I gotta call it out. I'm sorry. And I get it, you cool with him, that's your homie, but you gotta keep it real, bro. Fuck the little spot, the little job he got for you at No Jumper. Fuck that shit, nigga. You gotta keep it real, bro. And plus, you shouldn't even give a fuck, because you got your own shit going on, nigga. Like, you got your own YouTube channel, your own thing popping, nigga. You can create your own podcast. You ain't gotta go on No Jumper, bro. Because he using you too, Flacco. You don't even see this shit. I'm just gonna call it out for what it is. I rock with you, Flacco, but you gotta stop this dick riding shit, bro. You got to stop riding pedal 22, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, exploit motherfuckers to their last leg. And that's what he did to Brick Baby. He waited for Brick Lady to sit up here and get locked up. To say he don't rock with him no more. He don't fuck with him. Listen to your boy. Motherfuckers show their true colors, bro. And that's why I said, pedal 22, he not a good friend, bro. He's not a good homie, bro. He's not a motherfucker you call homie, bro.
That he would kind of understand it and treat it as a part of the game. However, the 22ster took Brick Baby's comment a little harsh and a little personal, because he found out that Brick Baby apparently had a conversation with a former employee, Sharp, and Sharp revealed to the world that Brick Baby told him a couple of things, and he heard firsthand that Adam was turning his back on Brick Baby, and Adam felt like Brick Baby crossed the line by talking to Sharp about him.
You know, when he was calling, you know, Adam, he ain't answering.
Man, don't nobody give a fuck. You feel some type of way because a nigga having a conversation. Don't nobody give a fuck. Look how much fucked up shit you do on your podcast, Pedal 22. You sit up here and extort motherfuckers. You sit up here and use motherfuckers, bro. And they don't see that. Motherfuckers like Flacco don't even see that shit. I'm keeping it million with y'all. Listen to your boy. That's what he built his platform off of. I'm gonna say that again. He built his platform off of negativity. And what sells? Negativity, bro. Don't nobody want to hear about you giving back to the community, this and that. Don't nobody want to talk about that shit, bro. They want to talk about shoot 'em up. Bang, bang, bang. Who you into it with? Why y'all get into it? That's the type of shit motherfuckers want to hear. They want to be tuned in to shit like that on his podcast. I'm keeping it made with you. And he himself. You know what I'm saying? He like to stir shit up. He like to, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, listen to your boy. He like to instigate shit into other terms, bro. He know what he be doing, bro. Like, and motherfuckers like me and other motherfuckers, we see through it. We see through Pedal 22. Keep it a million with you.
Or whatever the case may be. He's calling people, and they not picking up. Now they're avoiding him. Why is that? Boy, why ain't you answering Brick calls? You ain't doing nothing right. Well, I'm making content about this for the last 2 weeks.
For real.
Why is it that he ain't received a paycheck? And motherfuckers is making money off of what he been doing, and I'm hearing that, you know, from reliable sources, his people, you know, done reached out about it, and
yeah, because he
you know
comes
they're
out
not
saying I'm broke, this and that and the third, no jumpers going broke. Man, miss me with that bullshit, bro. Like, then it's like you ain't got nothing else to do, bro. Like, so what you doing? You calling motherfuckers in to call in from jail to talk about different shit, like to try to incriminate them more. Soon as you around any motherfucking cameras, you get them to call in and talk about what they been did and this and that on the podcast. Why they're locked up currently. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you don't need to go on no jumper platform. If you an upcoming artist, bro, don't go on this platform. Because he gonna use you, bro. He gonna manipulate his audience and do all that other weird shit. I'm telling y'all, listen to your boy. He gonna use you like a motherfucker, bro. Put it like that. Like, you a money grab, bro. Listen to your boy. Don't go on no jumper platform. For real.
no feedback on it, no response. I mean, that did have a life before he went to jail, homie. Like I said, that's what happens at jobs. Like he don't get his money and missing out on some bands because he ain't there. Come on, brother, that ain't cool. You're supposed to make sure that he got it. His baby mama or nobody ain't received nothing. Like just even the money that he's owed legitimately for what the work that he's done. Because I know he got a salary. Why ain't that man received his bread? Like what's going on? Give him his bread.
Like I said, like from ADAM22 standpoint. Now you know how BRICC Baby just got locked up, right? He's not making any money, so I get that part. But we talking about the money before he got locked up. Where's that money at? You see what I'm saying? Like, we're not talking about you gotta continue paying him and shit. Like, just give him his money that he earned before he got locked up. That's all motherfuckers trying to say. Keep it million with you. Yes, he got every right to get that bread, bro, cause that's his. You exploit motherfuckers. That's I'm telling y'all, bro. Like,
point right now where he could use that for his family. He still got, he got kids in school. He got all types of going on. How can use his bread?
You don't care, bro.
It's a time where he probably needed the most. What I'm saying is very simple.
He think it's funny that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he hear about a motherfucker shot or a motherfucker locked up. He think that shit funny, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he get a good laugh out of that shit, bro. He don't care about, he got kids and this and that. He don't care, bro. He don't. You know what I'm saying? And that shit showed from when he was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, leaving certain shit in the videos, like, on the podcast and shit. Like, motherfuckers flipping out. Things of that nature. Things motherfuckers would say that will incriminate themselves. He would leave shit like that up in the videos, in the podcast. But that's supposed to be your homie. See what I'm saying? That's supposed to be your homie, but you sitting up here leaving incriminating messages in the motherfucking videos. Like, what is we doing? ADAM22? Because once again, you want your views to be up there. You want motherfuckers to talk. And so when motherfuckers ain't got shit to talk about, your views drop. Keep it a million with you. When you ain't got motherfuckers like Licorice and who else? Wacko 100. The list can go on. 4 Extra. Flacco. You not making no money. I'm sorry. Keep it a million with you. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying this. We made your platform, ADAM22. Black motherfuckers, we made your platform, bro. You wouldn't be shit without us. Keeping it real.
I don't care what the case may be. He got kids. He got you going on. He at least getting his last movement, his last hoorah before you say him. But I knew that it was coming, homie. I knew that it was coming. I seen it. I just shut up. Like, nah, let it rock. Just be careful. Man, now look. They made money off the man's name. I ain't gonna say y'all, because that pinpoints too many people. But, certain people have made money off of the likeliness of that whole situation for the last couple of weeks and ain't put $1 towards it. Man, I know the real people, man. His loved ones. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This is what...
Here's a list of stuff your car insurance company does, but is actually illegal.
ADAM22 getting mad. Oh, we're supposed to be scared. We're supposed to be spooked. Don't nobody give a fuck. Nobody cares, bro.
1.
This is what really got Adam mad and pissed off. What BRICC Baby said is cool. Adam, to be honest, if Sharp hadn't made this video, Adam probably would have just let the BRICC Baby stuff go. But Adam couldn't let Sharp get in one up on him. So Adam did a 40-yard dash from vacation, came back straight to the pocket. Bro, Adam got back from vacation, ain't go home. He drove directly to the studio, bro, to pick up this podcast mic to respond back to BRICC Baby and Sharp. So Adam will pretty much start off by saying, the BRICC Baby owes him a lot of money. He will say BRICC Baby owes him a very significant amount of money. And he actually gives the exact figure and when the money was borrowed.
Okay. So, if you didn't catch it, this is a thinly veiled shot at the 22 stir. I was on vacation. I did have my feet.
Your podcast, everything you do, how you move, it sucks, brother. I hate to break it to you. It sucks. It's boo-boo garbage, bro. You bring nothing but trouble. You bring nothing but trouble and chaos to our motherfucking race, to our community. Should I say? I'm surprised you ain't gone, bruh. Real nigga shit, I'm surprised you ain't gone. Cause you be playing games and shit, bro. Like, thinking this shit funny, bro. When you ain't down, you ain't never been in the street shit. You don't know what it feel like to sit up here and get shot at. None of that shit. You don't know. You don't know about none of that shit, bro. You don't got no homies who sat up here and died. None of that shit. You don't got none of that, bro. And that's nothing to brag about, nothing to be proud about, but I'm just keeping it real, bro. Be yourself, bro. Like, worry about your own race, bro. Like, do content on your own race. How about that? But you can't, bro. Because you a culture vulture, bro. And like I said, we make your channel.
But let's talk about BRICC, baby. And in particular, the financial side of my relationship with the BRICC, not the trick. When BRICC Baby came on the platform 2 years ago, pretty quickly, the feds ran up in his crib and raided him. He needed money to get out. Now, it's been discussed at length that I fronted him an amount of money, $5,000, so that he could get out the same day that he was picked up. I know WAC 100 and a few other people have been spreading information saying that this was cap. I don't know. Honestly, the other day in the Reddit, somebody posted information saying that he really did have a bail and that was where the $5,000 went. I never really heard about it. I heard rumors in the streets that maybe this money was not required for him to be bailed out, that he didn't have a bail.
Oh, okay,
but I did see these screenshots in the Reddit that make it seem as if he did have a bail. I didn't make a big deal out of it. I gave him the money, had to get him back out on the streets.
It doesn't just stop at this 5,000.
ADAM22. Let me tell you why you did that, though. And if that's true that you did do all of that, let me tell you why, though. You did it so you can use him. Put it like that. That's why he sat up there and did that. So he can use him. And it worked. Keep it a man with you.
But for this particular 5,000, I would say, yes, Adam did help out BRICC, but I believe that investment was mutually beneficial. That $5,000 was a great investment. He got a great return on that investment, essentially because at that particular time, that's when AD, Terrell, everybody left, and No Jumper was looking for a third No Jumper show host, right? And they tried out Court, they tried out BRICC Baby, and BRICC Baby was obviously somebody who the fans gravitated towards. So when you just got some steam rolling,
I'll tell you why they gravitated to it, bro. Because they was just sitting back, just laughing at this dumbass nigga just self-incriminating, just blah, 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 on a podcast. That's why everybody gravitated towards him. He was talking about the street shit, how he was getting down on the 6-0, cuz we extorted this motherfucker and that motherfucker, and they can't come to this and they can't come to that on the 6-0, cuz. This and that and the third, cuz, on the 6-0. So yeah, they was liking that shit. And ADAM22, he seen that his views was going up even more. He seen that his money was tripling twice than ever. Like, so he was like, fuck it, we gonna make BRICC Baby, BRICC Lady. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make him a little host. We gonna make him a host on our channel. And that's what he did. Listen to your boy.
After the huge debacle and everybody left, and this is a host that everybody loves on the show, then 5,000 to me isn't really that much to retain that particular host. So to me, this was goodwill and good faith on Adam's behalf, but it also was mutually beneficial. But it doesn't just stop at this 5,000 though, all right? BRICC came to Adam again for another bag.
I knew that he had potential.
Damn.
I knew that I could take him from being a marginal figure in the LA podcasting space to being one of, if not the most talked about person in the podcasting space.
See, told you. What did I tell y'all, bro? That's another form of using, extorting. And this dumbass nigga don't even realize it. This dumbass nigga don't even realize ADAM22 was exploiting him. He don't even realize that shit. I want to make him the most talked about and woo woo woo. Yeah, well, it worked. I ain't gonna lie to you, ADAM22, it worked. Cause look where you at. And then I'm gonna tell you what the setup was. You know what I'm saying? Like him sitting up there, you know what I'm saying? Like having you on the podcast, just talk about certain shit. You sitting back being comfortable, just saying whatever. Feds taking notes. I'm telling y'all, listen to your boy.
Exactly what has happened over the course of the past couple of years. Never asked him for the money back. Never asked for it. You feel me? Now, to his credit, for like 2 years after that, he did not ask me for any additional funds. So, from my perspective, you know, I was just like, okay, whatever. This is part of doing business. I gave him the $5K. I'm not going to bring it up again. And over the course of those 2 years, my prediction did come true. BRICC Baby basically soared to new heights, became one of the most talked about people in the community. And as far as our relationship, I would like to think that we actually became something like friends. We got closer and closer, spent time hanging out various times, went out to a lot of different parties and stuff. Basically,
You wasn't no friend. No, none of that shit, nigga. Like, you know what you was doing. You was using them, bruh. But his dumb ass didn't realize that shit. Listen to your boy. He didn't realize it.
A relationship that honestly was a little bit more developed than the type of relationship that I've formed with most of the hosts that No Jumper has had over the years. Fast forward to a couple months ago, BRICC Baby reaches out to me again, asks if he can borrow a couple $1,000s for, I don't know, he's like moving into a new spot or some shit like that. I said, okay. Didn't even bring up the fact that I had let him borrow this $5,000. I figured after 2 years, you know, shit, whatever. So I let him borrow this additional $2,000, $3,000. I forget what it was. And then very soon after that, like I'm talking like a week later,
right,
he gets picked up by the feds, right? Ever since then, there's been murmurings, people wondering, what is ADAM22 going to do to help out BRICC in this situation? Now, from my perspective, I'm $7,000, $8,000 in the hole,
right,
in terms of money that I have let you borrow,
right,
which I'm not really the kind of person who lets people borrow money, right, all the time. Like, of everybody who's ever worked for me, I honestly...
Like I said, like, I understand, like, now that part I understand, ADAM22, like, because once again, it's a business thing, bro, and he should have understood that. As a grown-ass man, he should have understood that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's his fault, though.
I think I can think of a situation in which any of them have borrowed money from me. Like, that's just not really the kind of relationship that I like to have with people who work for me. You know, if it is an emergency, okay, we could do something. But for the most part, it's just not really how I get down. You know, it's like I just don't, I don't like to have that kind of thing going on. I pay you for your service and you do the job and we're good. But as far as taking out loans consistently, constantly, I'm not really into it.
There's two dynamics at play here. BRICC Baby and Adam, the friends, because BRICC Baby and Adam are closer in age, so that's probably why Adam was quicker or easier to develop a relationship with BRICC Baby than he is probably with other employees who are probably significantly, younger. And then there's BRICC Baby and Adam, the employer and the employee. Both Adam and BRICC Baby is struggling with this dynamic and figuring out where the lines are. Most people won't be able to pick up the phone and call their employer to ask for money, right? But if that's your homie, you can. Yeah, so yeah. Adam is forced to operate from an employer and a friend. And I feel like that's significantly harder than having to operate from an employee.
Like I said,
and
bro, it's a business thing, bro. But as far as like the money he was making on the podcast, bro, like, you should give him that money. I'm talking about the money he was making before he got picked up. Motherfuckers ain't asking you to keep paying them. Keep paying them after that. Like, nah, because what type of money is he making? Beyond this point, what type of money is he making right now? He's not making you any money, so that's understandable, bro. Keep it a man with you.
Friend, you feel me? Because as an employer, you are the one who is tasked with the hard decisions. You're the one who has to let them know, hey, bro, you ain't getting a raise this year. Hey, bro, we got to take away some of your pay. Hey, bro, you're not really doing your job. You're fired. So you got to do certain things that's difficult. As the friend and the employee, well, you get all the perks. So when BRICC Baby gets locked up, the employer is saying, well, man, bro, you get locked up. You about to be locked up for another like 2 or 3 years fighting this case, bro. You are still on payroll. We can't really keep you on payroll because you're not really working. We can't keep somebody who's in jail on 3 years, right? Like you.
See? that goes back to what I'm saying. We can't keep paying your ass because you locked up and shit. Like, it don't work like that, bro. And you gotta understand, because once again, it's a business thing, bro. Keep it a man with you.
Don't expect to be kept on payroll if you work at McDonald's or work at a call center. They won't keep you on payroll if you get arrested and fight in the case for 3 years. And, you know, like No Jumper is currently having money issues. We can't afford to keep somebody who's not working on payroll. But the friend is saying, that's my homie. I don't care if he already borrowed $8,000. He's currently in jail fighting the case. His family is going through it. I got your back, bro. Let's rock out. Yo, what's mine is yours. You need to be on payroll to, you feel me, to pay your bills. All right, bro, here. So these are dynamics you really have to navigate. And in most situations, if that was me, I'm heartless. I'll be real. I'm heartless, bro. You feel me? My business usually comes before friendships. But with Adam and BRICC, it's a little different. So Adam would explain how he's been trying to navigate that and why it's been kind of difficult. But he would also say that BRICC Baby never really asked him for money since he'd been locked up. And he would also say that he feels disappointed that BRICC Baby never talked to him about these things, but he talked to Sharp about it.
Throughout our relationship so far. But I say all that to just set the stage. Then he gets locked up, and people are pretty much automatically, you know, suggesting in the comments, people talking about it on podcasts, is Adam going to pay for his lawyer? Is Adam putting money on his books? Whatever. And I'm going to be real with you. For like the first month that he was locked up, he didn't ask me for shit. He didn't say anything about it, which I kind of appreciated, because I feel like if I just gave you $2,000 like immediately before you got locked up, it's weird for you to get locked up and then be like, hey, like, can I have even more money, especially given this prior debt? Because my thing is, like, if you want to get an official verdict on how I'm willing to help you out financially in addition to what I've done for you previously, I feel like you should be upfront about that. I've talked to BRICC on the phone a whole bunch of times since he's been locked up, including like the day before this video came out, and it was none of this energy at all. And in addition to that, we've got people like Sharp, who don't got a pot to piss in, who ain't done nothing for BRICC, who can't do anything for anybody because he's dead broke. He's coming out making...
Why you doing like that, ADAM22? Like, God damn, why you had to expose Sharp like that?
Videos, doing streams where he's passing judgment on what I've done for BRICC. Keep in mind, I've had BRICC on salary for 2 years straight. Even when he was missing shows, even when he was out of town doing whatever, never fronted on him in terms of the money. Now we've got Sharp, who, you know, Sharp has never done anything besides women and be ugly. And he's out here trying to cast judgment on me.
Me just being objective and non-biased, because I love BRICC and I love Adam. I probably wasn't as close with either of them as they were together, but yo, I love them both. You feel me?
But business is business.
Are you drowning in payday loan debt? Have you taken up multiple payday loans and are unable to pay them back?
But if BRICC Baby never told Adam this, and they were on the phone the day before, and they were talking and they had a conversation and it was all cool, but BRICC is going public with it and telling Sharp, that's wrong. Yeah. That's wrong. And BRICC...
Yeah, that ain't right, BRICC lady. Like, that ain't cool. Even though I don't rock with ADAM22, that ain't right, bro. Because you got to understand, like, business is business at the same time, bro. But all this trying to push false narratives and shit, like, that's not okay, bro. That's all they trying to say. I'm keeping it million with you, BRICC lady. Like, I really too much don't give a fuck about this situation. I'm just reacting to it for my viewers, you know what I'm saying, for my supporters who want to see this. I'm keeping it million with y'all, because I don't give two fucks about them, bro. Like, I already told y'all how I feel. Like,
BRICC knows, bro. I love you. Hey, listen, bro. BRICC, bro, you know, bro. Listen, bro. I'm doing my part, bro. You feel me? I'm doing my part. Feel me? While you there, bro. I got you. But you wrong for this, bro. If you never told him. Now, again, this is Adam's part. BRICC Baby hasn't spoken out yet, so we don't know. All right, but from Adam's perspective, if what Adam is saying is true, BRICC is wrong for that, bro. You're supposed to have the conversation man to man, bro. Now, I know it can be difficult to tell the homie, yo, I have expectations from you, because as a man, you really don't want to tell nobody you expect something from them or you need them. But if you have expectations or you need a homie, hey, bruh, yo, I need you right now, bro. But I don't feel like you tell Sharp or tell the public before you tell Adam. Now, this is the part.
Especially the motherfucker he ain't cool with no more, too. You know what I'm saying? So that's why ADAM22 felt some type of way. You know what I'm saying? He's not cool with Sharp, bro. The homework on him not being cool with Sharp, and you talking to him and shit. That's like the ops. That's how ADAM22 see him.
I kind of opened where I got really wide-eyed. I said, whoa, hold on. This is a very interesting choice of words. Adam spoke on the future of BRICC Baby on No Jumper, and Adam says he has concerns about BRICC Baby returning back to the platform. This left me stunned, people.
So if this is true, this is the first and only source that I've heard from that has specified this in any way. Do I have concerns about BRICC Baby returning to the platform? Yes, obviously that would be kind of interesting, and I would wonder about.
Brother, to be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't even think the fans gonna let him. I don't even think he's gonna be allowed back on social media. I'm keeping it in with y'all. Listen to your boy.
Level of heat that it would draw to the building. Obviously, things like the gun that they saw in his waistline that I didn't see and that I don't think the comments saw, but that was pointed out in his bail hearing that he had a strap on him. That kind of thing is the kind of thing that I would want to really be on point with.
From my perspective, that sounds like the last time we've seen BRICC Baby on No Jumper. Listen, I haven't talked to Adam about this. We haven't had a conversation. I'm just strictly giving. Bro, Adam might see this and be mad at me. Adam, I love you, bro. I'm sorry. But from the wording of that, hey, bro, it might bring some heat to the office.
Yeah.
This might not be the best option to come back. We got to be careful. Hey, bro, that wording like that, man. And BRICC might be fighting this case for 2 or 3 years. Wording like that?
I'm telling you, bro.
It sounds like that might be the last time we've seen BRICC Baby on camera, man. Feel me? At No Jumper, bro. But hey,
bro.
Y'all let me know.
You know what I'm saying? That's the end of ADAM22 and BRICC Lady friendship, whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. But it is what the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, till next time, y'all subscribe to the second channel. It's called Yo, Terrell Reacting Again. If I ask content being produced over there, y'all disappointed, man. Y'all go subscribe to my third channel, Terrell. Be hot boxing, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking over with this shit, bro. Like, I got more videos after this, for real. But I love y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, man. I'm out. Second channel for life, but nigga, it's a marathon. Y'all stay on y'all P's and Q's. Don't be out here lacking, man. For real.